This is our follow-up to the first video live that we did today. We've been going through some records, and we found some that were very interesting that we wanted to see if we could figure out the value of them. So we went ahead and did some research on eBay, which is a live source for information because people are actually selling this stuff there. So here's what we came up with. Our first record that we were looking at is the Mac the Knife by Bobby Darin. And this is a #1 song from 1959. And we found on eBay that if it's the Atlantic Blue label, then it was $7.99. The Atlantic Yellow label, which is what this one is, it was about $3. Was the Atco label about $7.50, and with the original sleeve or packaging, $13. So this would be about a $3 record. Next up is Joy to the World, Three Dog Night. Now there's Goldie's 45 label where it has the 45 underneath, and I'm calling that Type 2 label. Then there's the Goldie's 45 where the 45 is on the side of Goldie's. I'll call that the Type 1 label. I found that this Type 2 label, there was one available from Germany at $11.94 for the Type 2 label. There's others available with the Type 1 label for $3.50. So I'm not sure if that's a variety, if it was released in foreign countries or what the reason is, but certainly this one was only available from one source, whereas the other label, where it went directly across, was available from several sources. Up next, we had someone I had never heard of, and that's a song from 1956, Al Hibbler, White Christmas. There was actually quite a few copies of this. Australia, $7.36 to get one. USA, $8 from 1956. They didn't have this label, though, that says it's coming from Ben Gilbert's office in Hollywood. So I don't know if that has any additional value. Maybe, maybe not. But certainly we'll set that aside as well. Now, Skeeter Davis, this one I had no idea of the person or the song, so I looked it up. It turns out to be a redheaded female singer. I Can't Stay Mad at You is one side, and The End of the World is the other side. It says 1963, peaked at #2. I found this one in the original jacket was $40. But for this actual copy with the label as it is, I saw for $11, for $19, $14, and even one listed at $49.88 or best offer. So that was a good find within this group of records that we had. Then up next, one of my favorite is Hall & Oates, back from my day in the 80s. So this is an interesting record because there's pressings in 84 and pressings in 83. This is a 1983 original with the sleeve on it. So the 83s, $13 or $15 value I found, whereas the 84s, $3.50, $2, they're much greater supply. So this is the rarer version, and it's in the original sleeve. It's not mint, of course, because it's dinged up on the sides and has been touched. But certainly this is a record that has better value being a 1983 copyright. Up next was Dave Seville and the Chipmunks, Sing a Goofy Song and Coming Around the Mountain. This is a older record. This is one that has one currently listed for a penny opening bid. There's one for $6, and there's one for $15 currently on eBay. So if you need a copy of that, certainly got that 1 cent auction going on right now. Up next was another interesting song for me, a very popular song, Steppenwolf's Magic Carpet Ride on one side, Suki Suki on the other side. And so this is on Dunhill ABC. They're from $4 to $15 depending on condition. This one's been well played, so probably be closer to the $4 value. Here's the one that piqued my interest in the last video, and I'm glad it did. Black Sabbath, Iron Man on one side, and on the other side is Electric Funeral. And it had never been played. Knowing the radio station, KFAR, it was very conservative talk radio and adult contemporary radio. This would not have been played at all on that radio station. It's on a Warner Brothers label, and I found a couple from $30 to $35 in value. So this is the big win in the last video that we did. The Black Sabbath unplayed, mint condition, Iron Man pressing. Very excited to have that one. Next up was Sweet Caroline from 1969. Neil Diamond has Dig In on the B side, and that's important because there's other versions of this with different songs on the back. But with this one, they've ranged anywhere from $25, $13, $8, and $20. You can get a mint copy in a mint sleeve for about $50. So Sweet Caroline by Neil Diamond, very excited about that. And then Dean Martin was our last one that I wanted to look up the value. That's a song from 1973 that I'd never heard of, so it's just a pressing and a release. And this one ranges from $3.50 to $6. smile on one side and get on with your living on the other side. So some very interesting price values, rhyme and reason. Doesn't matter the age, doesn't matter so much the hit song that it is, its condition, its scarcity, its copyright. Some of the hit songs, they've just made so many pressings of it that maybe some of the easier ones to find have no value, but the original one, if it wasn't an immediate hit, might have value, much like the Iron Man or the different ones that we saw where the Hall & Oates 1983 copyright versus the 1984 copyright. So let's go through a few more here, see what we can come up with. Maybe we'll have some more we can look up. Tribute to the Dorseys, So Rare, The Breeze and I on Promenade Records. Never heard of it. We will Swing Low, Sweet Chariots, Chicago River and Swanee River. This one is by Rick Richards and his orchestra, and it's been played a little bit. We'll see if that has any value. David Wills, I'm Just Pouring Out, What She Said Bottled Up in Me, and B-side, the same thing. This is a demo, not for sale. Up next here, George Wright, this one's got 2 songs on a 45. So this is When You're Smiling and When My Sugar Walks Down the Street by George Wright and it's Varsity 5. This is an interesting one. It's a 45 RPM. I don't see a copyright date on it. Let's go back on this side. Apparently they put a label on it and then peeled it off at the radio station because they didn't want to play it anymore, maybe. Ain't She Sweet and Dig-a-Dig-a-Doo by George Wright and his Varsity 5. I'm not sure this is common practice unless this was a demo, but they have 2 songs on each side of a 45. So this has 4 songs on it, which I'm not familiar with on the 45 pressings. So I'm going to go ahead and put that over here and we'll look up the value on that one. Here's Mel Blanc with The Missus Wouldn't Approve. And on this side is I Tell My Troubles to Joe. I wonder if that's the sound voices guy, Mel Blanc. Full Grown Fool by Mickey Gilley. And on this side is To My One and Only by Mickey Gilley. And this is a 1986 pressing with a Columbia Records sleeve. We'll look that one up just because he's popular. Grandy Martin, The Fuzz. This is Music in the Air, the United States Air Force Presents. This would be an interesting one to look up. And then on this side is United States Air Force Presents Music in the Air, The Great Imposter, the Pilotdownmen. And so Dialogue Out 345, Music Fill 5, Southern Music Corp, and Northern ASCAP, and then some stuff on that. Interesting. We're going to look that one up for the United States Air Force Music in the Air record. The Chimp and the Bumblebee, sorry. This is John McFarlane's Sextet, and this is really strange stuff, Forbidden. It's a promotional copy from United Artists, and we're going to look that one up too. Here we have, we've already looked at that one. Let's grab another stack here from the far side of this box as we are finding some really cool things in here. Decca Records, Bearsville label, 45. This is Randy Vanwarmer, Your Light from 1979. And Just When I Needed You Most. Now that song I'm familiar with. It's got a bunch of writing on it and not sure. We're going to look that one up because 79 was in my wheelhouse. Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels with Little Latin Loopy Loo. And I Hope, Bob Crew. Okay, so Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels, produced by Bob Crew. Now, why is this interesting? If you've seen Jersey Boys, if you've seen the movie, Bob Crew is a key player. He's the one who started producing the Jersey Boys, plays an interesting part in that movie and in their careers. I'm going to look that one up. That's just the name I remember. Here we go, Misty Blue by Dorothy Moore from 1975. And here it is. Misty Blue is played all the time, so we'll look that one up. And let's find a couple more here, and we'll take a look. Be sure to look at the notes that we put afterwards. As I look them up, I will put the values in the comments and the additional information. Be sure to subscribe so as we put these out. If you are a record collector. We want to let you know when we have more videos and live presentations going on. Some of these songs I've never heard of. We will certainly just dig through them. They may be some super valuable stuff, so feel free to send a request or make comments if there's something you'd like me to look up to see if we have it. George McCurran, never heard of him. Oh, with Herb Alpert. So there's some horns in this one in the little corner of my mind. Del Shannon with Jody and Runaway. So Runaway being a huge hit. Del Shannon. This is a 45 RPM record. Big Top Records Incorporated in New York. And it's got a Big Top label. So we're going to look this one up. Del Shannon. All right. Here we go. We got Johnny Cash with Look at Them Beans from 1975. Both A and B. It's a demo record. Johnny Cash. And then finally, you want to look at this one? No, we'll pick one more. We'll dig in here randomly. Andy Williams, We the People, RCA Victor. On this side, Ain't Gonna Find Nobody. Now look that one up. And then My Kind of Lovin', Darren McCall. Nope. Even if it had value, I don't know it. Here we go. Promotional record. Noah Jackson, not Michael. Nope, don't know you. Paul McCartney. There we go. Million seller. And then there's one. I can't even read. It says 1916. I can't read the label. So we're going to look at these last two for our value lookup. So Paul McCartney, My Love. And it's a million seller. Recorded in England, it says. BMI Records. I don't see a copyright date. And then The Mess on the other side. Oh, 1973 by Paul McCartney. So there is a copyright. It was covered up here with this label. So in 1973, it was number 1 for 4 weeks. And apparently number 19 for the year. And as a million seller, Paul McCartney with My Love. And we're going to look up that value. And finally, this one has me interested. Here's Johnny Preston, Running Bear. 1960 was number 1 for 3 weeks. So you can see this side, which means this side was the B side. And it says 1960 number 4. There's nothing on here. So either the label was peeled off, rubbed off, got wet, or something. So we don't know what's on this side. But we do know that this is a Johnny Preston Running Bear. We'll look that one up as well. So that's this quick video right now. We've only got about 12, 13 minutes into it. We're going to look up some values. I'll post the information on the additional notes here so you can take a look at that, or you can check out our next video. Be sure to subscribe, be sure to like, and we'll get some more of this out. We'll put the values out there. And if there's anything here that you're interested in, send me a note, send me an email, and we'll be happy to get you as much information as possible. And if you'd like to purchase anything, everything is always for sale for the right price. So we will see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Stay safe and stay healthy.